we're going to Uptown.
Uptown.
Via
Aberdeen and Elgin.
Home on the couch in a minute.
야, 개빨 같다 여기는.
She's either been tired or traumatized. Pago incredible time. He's wetter than that.
고정 소리도. 여기가 동남인가 봐. 아, 아니구나. 그냥 기차역. 다 찍는 거야?
응. Sorry.